It's second take because previous attempt was recorded like that. I felt like I wanted to play a first person shooter FPS for short game and remembered I add Borderlands in the Steam library, which was made by Gearbox Software. For it made Half-Life expansions, Opposite Forces and Bowship before Borderlands. But Borderlands was published by GOTY. And of course, I remember about having Borderlands out there watching or at least listening to video about saying or about speculating problems that Borderlands as a franchise have. I figured to check where the series started, when I already have a Borderlands in the Steam library. Of course, I saw more outdoor versions of Borderlands, one of which is just Borderlands Game of the Year, GOTY, which, okay, that's probably wrong pronouncing, GOTY, for short. And the second one is Enchanted Edition, also Game of the Year edition. I don't know how I get the Enchanted Edition. It was given for free for already Borderlands. And that's already I think when I get Borderlands, or it was done later. Or I brought the Enchanted version and we did get the original Borderlands. I don't know. Maybe I could check in Steam purchase history or something like that, but right now I can't do that when I'm recording the video. Anyways, of course I play the regular version, the non-enchanted version, because when I tried playing the enchanted version in other attempts, it said my system doesn't make the requirements or something like that. The premise of this game is you are just searching for vault on a different planet called Pandora, with help of false guide, giving directions where it is and what to. And the story is shared as a flashback, or at least is implied at the start of the game, or something similar to flashback, or maybe not flashback, but as somebody telling story to someone, which could be a real or just story or fantasy.
Well, I have a story you may not believe, but I tell you it is true. The legend of the vault is real, and it is here on Pandora. And let's call her a guardian angel, appeared to guide the vault hunters to their prize. The tale begins right here on Pandora with the brave vault hunters, the guardian angel, and most importantly, me.
Sure, base gameplay or base game loop is an open world-ish first-person shooter FPS game, but that isn't the only thing. There's a lot of weapons to get and also especially if you play it solo. Well, maybe also weapons could be reskin of each other, but with different effects. It's fine for the first game in the franchise to do that, if that's true. About weapon effects. In this game, weapons just essential bullets. They also do something else, different type of damage. For example, poison enemy, but directly it isn't said it's poison. But for me, it didn't seem to work out. Or it wasn't worth it, or at least it was a case in early game. Well, I already mentioned in the game you get blood, which might be one of the role-playing game RPG elements, so this game is under RPG elements. There's a character level system. Of course, with each level, character becomes more powerful and can spend skill points to get skills, but only one skill point available in each level up. and with it comes choosing which character you want to play as. But at the same time it's also choosing which class you want to play as. So you can mix characters and classes. Of course I chose the only female character because of the invisibility skill. And lastly, maybe not the least, there is a quest system. And for some reason I completed every quest including the quest. And of course I didn't do all the quests before finishing the main game. Well, one of the reasons why I tried to that is that you can level up character without doing a lot of grinding. Or it's a different way to grind. At first I was kind of surprised that in this game you can try, but you still suck with the mouse. And okay, I'm not sure if I was surprised, or maybe I was surprised, but fine, whatever. First time I tried driving, I was wondering why I couldn't do it, and then moving the camera with a mouse, I found out you also steer the car with a mouse. And of course the camera is connected to the car's rocket launcher. At least I assumed that at first. I found out you can lock the target for rocket launcher switch to focus if the enemy is off camera.
Here, would you?
Now that you've selected a mission, you will notice that a new icon has appeared on your heads-up display. That's a waypoint. The waypoint will tell you where you need to go, depending on what mission is currently active in your mission log.
For some reason, I didn't read every text of the game fully. Maybe too much pop-up, and which interrupts game's flow, at least the tutorial pop-ups. As I started, I only read quest tasks, didn't read the quest story, because I assume it was only an explanation. Maybe it is kind. Later, I tried at least to skim quest text. I found out other parts you can scroll quest description, to find out something or turning the quest, or turning in the quest. So, kinda input quest, but it is to do with talking to NPCs. In a early game arena, also when trying to talk to NPCs for doesn't give quests, then they are silent. So, I assume talking to NPCs is just for getting or turning in the quest. But when I reach the third or maybe fourth arena, where friendly NPCs are, I found out they talk without giving me a quest. In game there are things called new stations. Each their LA's player can respond, at least in the early game, and it is implemented in the story. But with that, respawning costs the in-game money, and it reaches a bare-bones implementations in the story. Like NPCs aren't using it, or at least it isn't noticeable by the player. Your server can be either single player or multiplayer, from what I assume, and with it, it can be either cooperative or maybe PvP. Because it is the game of the year edition, then it comes with all DLC. So with it, DLC's arenas are already available in the early game, from the fast travel station or whatever it's called. And when I was trying to play Borderlands for the very first time, and trying to play it correctly, properly, with it I soft-locked or hard-locked myself, or at least I tracked it. Either I deleted play tracked or I still have it. But at least on my menu it doesn't seem I soft or hard-locked myself in that play tracked. Okay, what's wrong with that card? The game is only playable in full screen. I couldn't find an option for windowed mode. Splash screens when opening the game are unskippable. Maybe it also forces a loading screen. For a FPS game, at least in the early game, there's a lot of enemies that do melee attacks, which force me to also do melee attacks. In a very early game, I dragged character out of equipped weapons because they were characters permanent weapons, but turns out it was my fault. It is done by holding the OSK on a weapon to auto-equip. Okay, I forgot to say that in previous attempt, or at least I don't remember saying it. I was holding the OSK because holding the OSK is also for collecting all the money and our bullets nearby, and thinking holding the OSK when I'm aiming at the weapon will do the same. There were some instances where in dungeons or whatever they call it is, after some time enemies respawn when I haven't dealt with enemies further in the dungeons. And then it becomes an overwhelming situation. Okay, maybe there was one instance only, but I'm not sure about that. Turns out this game is aim assist, which is on by default. Or I think it was by default. I don't remember if I changed it when I tried playing it for the first time. In this playthrough, I assumed it's some kind of technology from the Borderlands universe for all the weapons. But afterwards, I found the aim assist options which isn't under the controls options. And of course, I left it on. When I was playing the game in single player against NPCs. And I found reopening the game mode response, but of course with it also enemies respawn. In some cases I wanted to change foe or fault of view, but I couldn't find the foe select, because in some cases it felt like the camera was something, which might be fixed in the Enchanted version. I guess because there are different group of NPC groups, then of course different NPC groups will fight each other. In some instances I made enemies fight each other, and with it I completed some of the quests. There was at least one case where I was fed. Okay, right. There was one case where I used a code, which was for a side quest, and it was because of my stupidity. In just one point it seemed I died from the glitch when I was using the elevator going up. And speaking about glitches, you can go through the object which are in areas where the player shouldn't go properly, but can because of the lower gravity. Players can go into some dark rooms from where enemies spawn, and when going into it you can see outside from where you came in. There's also an option that was on by default, which I assume is microphone options, which isn't set directly. Of course, which I turn it off. There's a checkpoint system, which works only if you don't close a game. Like, well, checkpoints works only in the places you're correctly on. Otherwise, you spawn to the last visit. New station or last visit at the last traveled stations when you reopen the game. Near the end of the main game or in the last main quests, of course, I avoided fighting enemies. One thing because different groups were fighting each other and it seemed I didn't deal much damage to one of the enemy types, when it was said the quest is in normal difficulty. And I finished the main game with kills that I get maybe around in mid-game, I assume. But those could have been rewards from side quests or loot from arenas where I was doing side quests. When I saw the final boss, of course I thought I probably had seen some glimpses of it in some video or maybe just in screenshots. But I don't think I saw how to beat it. Maybe when I watched Jackseptice's playthrough of Tales of Borderlands, or well, Tales Borderlands Game, maybe in it there was a glimpse of it, and it was just was at least tedious because it all slowly went down. Of course, each playthrough varies between what weapons you as and also mind game. But in that instance, weapons that I had seemed to be just okay. Yeah, I see why I don't try to 100% every game that I play. When I tried completing all the quests in the game before finishing main quest. By the way, there's no way to know which quest is a main quest and which is a side quest. Just quest which is which. Well, maybe quest level requirement helps to quest which is a main quest, and with level requirement, quest difficulty of course changes. Sure, I could do side quests after finishing the game, which of course I did before recording these advance of this video. And maybe I think I'm finishing all the quests of base game. And of course then started with DLC, well, with DLC arena that was DLC I put some base. But from one side, I wanted to finish all the quests before publishing the video. Okay, that's not true. I did finish all quests of base game. Or at least, I think, like I before said. Because, of course, I will need to focus on a different video. Or on a different thing in general. Also, I wasn't surprised what happened when the final boss appeared. Especially to the main antagonist, who didn't seem to be very antagonist-well because we met in persons only once or twice. Mostly it was just calls, or I filmed to it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave like on the video, subscribe and comment. Also, if you want, you can support me on Ko-Fi, Patreon or by becoming channel member. See you next time.